on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Seattle Seahawks 7-2 through 9 weeks of the season. Their offense coming back out here. You know, Charles, this Seattle team looks really good. We talked about Russell Wilson, how good he's been. Where's the weak spot for the Seahawks crew?
Believe it or not, consistent pass rush. And the reason I say believe it or not, when you think of the players who are along that defensive front, it's a surprise because they've gotten Jaron Reed back. He missed the first 6 games of the season. Remember, he was double-digit sacks in 2018 at defensive tackle. They've added Jadeveon Clowney, defensive end, consistently presses for 10 sacks or more in a season. Ziggy Ansah, who when healthy, is a double-digit sack guy. I think as the season moves on, it would not surprise me at all that that pass rush gets ramped up a little bit, and then Seattle will be really difficult to deal with.
Week 10, how about this battle playing against the undefeated 49ers? That's going to be a fun one.
That's going to be an absolute blast, and that's a good time for their pass rush to emerge against Jimmy Garoppolo. But first of all, they better stop the run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wilson now throwing again. And Dixon has it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And this is going to miss left. I don't think it even got there either. It's no good either way. So, all right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rolling to his right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
He'll find Barber out of the backfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Eagles. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Working from the gun, Mahomes forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this.
Give me the word, and I just kept using it.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't it?
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the clear. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And shedding through the tackle. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first half completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing again on second down. Wilson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mahomes going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Flushed out right. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Peyton Barber. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah. Icing on the cake, if you will. The decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got...
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
This will be fielded at the 6. Sheds another. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. That's caught. It's Peyton Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Mahomes now on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes.
Oh, man.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster, 58 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touch.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 28-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going top shelf for Smith. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. So they've had 2 drives, and he's had the 2 receiving touchdowns.
And how about a game plan where you decide to force feed or feature someone, and it works? First 2 drives, as you noted, end up in touchdown passes. I think they're going to keep going to them until the defense makes any kind of an adjustment.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
That's such an impressive first half to get that lead. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And Charles, it's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro linebacker. It's Von Miller, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Steps away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Mahomes going to throw. Buying time to his left. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down.
Let's go. Do it.
And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise. And
touchdown, Philadelphia! Peyton Barber as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. And they'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go to Elliott again, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. This is Elliott. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Elliott. And an alley to run. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. From the 17, Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. That That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, and that's caught inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. The second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Looking to throw. Barber. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Peyton Barber. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ty Law. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now, remember, you can always replay challenges if you left it.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready?
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a stop so hot you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over
Pearls in
pearls.
the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We're giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the crown.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all. Keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady. To the letter right. Turn it up. We giving the show.
Like rocket
What you
fuel.
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a close
fool?
encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
I don't wanna be on the so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scare. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb, I don't get to take. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money. You
We
gotta
use this
ask
method
for it.
too.
Tired of complaining. I gotta change my situation. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Hello, and welcome into this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, thank you, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the third quarter with 5 minutes left on the clock. You're up by 2 scores. Your opponent has the ball on their own 40. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is counted. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Roethlisberger will throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good rally to the football holds him to 2, and that brings up a 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This is taken at about the 14. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Talk about flipping the script. That punt return, 86 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast, game second half, no matter what, with his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Pulled in at the 24. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes on the move to his left. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Patrick Mahomes, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. A quick throw complete to Washington. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The Steelers on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
Huge play by the defense.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 33. The solid stiff arm. Some strong running at the 20. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well.
And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk... Oh, look at this! A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand. You want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to
did
preserve.
the same. It smelled terrible.
Too.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Maybe a free play now for Roethlisberger. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger, and it's complete. He gets this one to Washington, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And he finds McDonald. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's caught the former USC Trojan, Xavier Grimble. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now Roethlisberger. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Eluding the pressure right. This goes to Barber, the running back. And he works free. Brushing off defenders. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Coach, for this challenge, we find ourselves in the 4th quarter with less than 5 minutes remaining. You're leading by 10 points, but you've driven into opponent territory. It's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Getting the sack the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it easy. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go be. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed?
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Thanks, Coach. We pick up this challenge in the fourth quarter with 5 minutes left. You're up by 2 scores. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. Now a give, running right, Barber. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he breaks another. And that was some effort, but it would appear that he's going to come up about a yard short. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum.
All day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what?
Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See where this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. I just wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off of the curb like it's better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. Yeah, I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like yeah, and it feel like yeah. All night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah. Yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. Problems. No, I said you don't want problems.
Foot on the gas, I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my. No man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I. Crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. Yeah, they can't catch up to the left.